Hey everyone, I'm Elfals, and welcome to another week of the Smogon Draft League Winter Seasonal. Got a very exciting one for you this time. We are in round 2, up 1-0 actually. In the last round, it was a very close match. I think looking back, I under-prepped and underplayed a little bit. Could clean it up a little bit, and that's what we're hoping to do this week. So we're just going to get right into it. This round is against Paper Ruby, and my opponent has a team of Iron Bundle, Tera Chinchino, Enamorous, Great Tusk, which can also Tera, Rotom Heat, King Gambit, Piplup, and Clodsire. First things first, there's a Piplup on this team, that's funny. And the other thing is, we're fighting Great Tusk and Enamorous again, so that's going to be very fun to deal with. Other than that though, this is a very threatening team. We see the Iron Bundle Enamorous as very big special threats, so we're going to have to make sure we can check those. Rotom Heat's always an annoying pivot, and Great Tusk and King Gambit are like the kings of OU, so you know what those do. We're going to have some nice physical bulk to be able to take those on. So, of course, we're just going to get right into it. Against this team, I started with Win Condition Latios. This is a win condition with Weakness Policy and Agility, and then from there, Psyshock and Aura Sphere get perfect coverage into my opponent's team. Stored Power is typically the move you would use in a set like this, but I went with Psyshock for a few other reasons. For one thing, Clodsire, you would use Stored Power to get around the Unaware ability that it has, but Stored Power actually does not do as much damage as Psyshock, if Clodsire is especially defensive, which I am expecting from it. The other thing is that I am not entirely sure that my opponent's gonna necessarily use my Weakness Policy. I think that they might be wary of it, so if I don't happen to get that off, I at least want to have a strong Psychic move that I can click without having to, activate all my stat boosts. So Psyshock is there just to be able to, hit Clodsire if I have to. That's kind of the point of the set. Substitute is there because of the King Gambit. I don't want to get Sucker Punched, at least after I'm set up. Sucker Punch could be a great way to set me up, and we'll get into how that might work out later. That's pretty much the set. Modest max special attack and enough speed to outrun, I believe, Booster Bundle after our agility boost. So yeah, could set up with this, or this could just be a nice run-of-the-mill attacker. We'll see which one happens. Next up, to support that, we actually have Light Clay Superior. This is actually kind of what Superior did before it got Contrary. That's kind of the best thing it could do. But we are dual screens this week, still with Contrary Leaf Storm. But of course, dual screens are going to support our main win condition of Latios. If Unaware Clodsire is kind of like disabled though, Leaf Storm could just cause a sweep. There's a non-zero chance of that happening, so Superior could go off. Mainly though, we're just trying to set up screens. The Clodsire is probably going to switch on us so we can taunt, get both of our screens up, and then probably switch out to another offensive threat that can take advantage of it. We have speed for Timid Enamorous, special attack to 2-hit KO offensive Enamorous after rocks, and we are Tera Ghost to block Great Tusk's Rapid Spin and get out of any of our grass weaknesses. And we also get to resist poison from Clodsire, so that is kind of the idea there. Basic support set that still has Contrary Leaf Storm, so Superior looks good this match. Next up, we got Palafin. This is my Banded Breaker. We are adamant with, it has to be max speed to outrun Timid Rotom, so we still can always beat that as long as it's not Scarf. And then of course we just have all the moves you'd expect from a set like this. You really don't need to go too far out of the way with Palafin. Water Absorbed Clodsire will wall me, but I'm very strongly expecting that to be Unaware because Superior Leaf Storm is a thing. So we just have 3 water moves and Drain Punch. Drain Punch is of course for the bundle, and that attack investment is actually to 1-hit KO the expected Iron Bundle set with a Drain Punch. So if we happen to catch that, that's neat. But honestly, that's the only thing that's even close to a switching on that team. Wave Crash just does major damage to everything unless Clodsire is Water Absorb, of course. Even Iron Bundle as a resist with decent physical bulk, I don't think it takes a Wave Crash into a Jet Punch down the road, so that's going to be a pretty strong breaker for us. Hopefully it can go off. Next up, we do have Umbreon. This is, of course, my Iron Bundle switch-in. Remember in the draft how I said I needed an Iron Bundle switch-in, and this was drafted specifically for that purpose. That's what this is for. Tera Fairy also allows us to check Specs Enamorous without sacrificing the Iron Bundle matchup. And of course with Tera Fairy we can use Alluring Voice to get some stab, and that gets okay damage into stuff like Enamorous and Bundle, and it also punishes setup if the Enamorous is something like Calm Mind, so something to keep in mind there. Roar is also there to stop setup. Calm Mind Enamorous would be a big problem, so Roar is a great way to force it out. And on top of that, Mental Herb in case it is, I believe Enamorous gets Taunt, so Calm Mind Taunt, I don't want that to mess me up. Mental Herb also gets us out of Iron Bundle Encore one time if I needed to do that. And then of course, Wish Protect as healing and wish support for the team. So yeah. This is also probably my Rotom switch in because I don't really have too much else in this matchup that I want to be taking those hits. So yeah, this is actually my likely lead, so that I can Tera early and be an Enamorous check, because as we saw last week, Heatran is not a very consistent Enamorous check. It can always go for that Earth Power or even Super Power into us. So yeah, we want to be able to check that with Umbreon early on. Next up, we got Heatran. This is physically defensive, and it's my King Gambit switch in. So the physically defensive spread plus Flame Body punishes King Gambit, or especially Skill Link Chinchino for making contact. We can almost guarantee burn that. Lava Plume and Power Gem gets all the coverage we need. Of course, Lava Plume gets that nice burn chance, and Power Gem is mainly for the Rotom. We have Stealth Rock, since we'll get some free turns for it, I'm sure, forcing King Gambit out. And Will-O-Wisp guarantees burns if I don't want to rely on Lava Plume or Flame Body. The speed is just for Adamant King Gambit, but other than that, we are maxed out on physical defense, so we can take as many King Gambit and Chinchino hits as possible. Next up, and lastly, we have Donphan. This is my main switch into Clodsire. And actually, the plan basically is to have Superior in at some point. Clodsire is almost the guaranteed switch in with Unaware and its high special defense, and then we can taunt it, get our screens up, switch to Donphan, force it out, and then play with our win conditions from there. Basically though, Donphan is doing that, and it's got plenty of other utility. Rapid Spin clears Clodsire's hazards if it happens to get them up. Max Attack Earthquake threatens Clodsire, King Gambit, and Chinchino. Ice Shard with an Expert Belt is used to 2-hit KO offensive Enamorous, and Knockoff cover switches to anything else. We do have a decent amount of special bulk here. That is allowing us to avoid the 1-hit KO from a +1 Timid Enamorous, so if it happens to get off a Calm Mind, then I can Ice Shard twice as long as Donphan is at near full health. So yeah, that's going to be the team. Pretty happy with this setup. I don't do like setup win conditions too often, and I really need to learn that, so I'm trying that with Latios, but of course we have a good amount of bulk and power on this team, so I'm hoping it'll work out for us. So yeah, I will see you guys all in the match. Let's go right into it. Alright, challenge and Paper Ruby here. See what we got. Alright, good luck, have fun. Alright, we got Bundle, Enamorous, Clodsire, Tera Grass, Great Tusk, the King Gambit, and Ground Chinchino. Okay. That's neat. What's missing here? Oh, no Rotom. Okay. That's actually pretty nice. I don't have Flash Fire Heatran, so yeah, let's do it. I'm leading with Umbreon because I want to Tera immediately. Yep, there's Enamorous, and we definitely need to Tera. Umbreon versus Enamorous. If I Tera, Specs should do less than half, and my Learn Voice. Yeah, we'll do this. Learn Voice punishes any setup that you might have, so. It's, oh, sub, okay. Neat. I'm going to roar that out. Alright, so it seems like set up Enamorous. Glad I have this chip. That's nice. Moonblast, 37. What does that tell me? You got Bundle out? Okay. Moonblast. Ooh. Huh. It's not just timid. Moonblast at 37, what the heck? That's gotta be like some kind of boosting item. Is it like Pixie Plate? That looks like Modest Pixie Plate in Amorous. Interesting. I'm gonna wish. This is like the perfect roar, by the way. That was nice. Ice Beam, 39. Alright, what can that tell us? Iron Bundle. Is it specs? Ice Beam. Ooh, modest specs it looks like. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay, well, we definitely protect here. Alright. And now, pretty free Heat Train, I think. And Gambit. Oh. Okay. I guess I could have stayed in there pretty easy. Yeah. So Heat Train versus King Gambit. I mean, Lava Plume does a ton, and you don't really have a great switch in, so let's do that. And like I said, this is my King Gambit check right now, so yeah, very happy with this. Clodsire makes sense. Lava Plume. Could we get a burn? No. Perhaps I should have gone for a Will-O-Wisp there, but that's fine. We just go Donphan. I can at least find out, based on the Lava Plume damage, if it's here. Heat Train, Clodsire. Max Special Defense. Lava Plume does. Yep, that's a max to def Clodsire. Alright, now let's spin. I could knock. But these hazards, I want to get out of here. Oh, good damage. Toxic. Don't care. Let's knock. Not sure what this Clodsire would even be. Oh, Great Tusk is in. Oh, it's Booster. Okay. Booster Speed. Yikes. I can at least figure out, based on the knock, what's going on here. So, Donphan versus Great Tusk. This is Tera Grass. Good to know. Alright, so let's look at like offensive bulk up. Yeah, this is probably what this is. So let's see. Knock off to it. Yeah, that's the damage I expected. This could be Umbreon time. How much does Umbreon take? From a headlong half-ish. +1, can we take a +1 headlong rush? No, actually, that sucks. Huh. Man, this is a rough situation. Sorry, I'm taking my time here, that's my bad. Let's go Superior. Grass, yep. Bulk up, yep. Let's taunt immediately. actually, Sir versus Tusk. Tera Grass Tusk. Yeah, I mean, Leaf Storm just doesn't do enough here. I could reflect, but I don't know about that. Okay, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna go. Go Heatran though? Burn. Burn. This is actually pretty bad. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to Lava Plume. Oh, you have Earthquake. No. Okay. Do I take a +1 Ice Spinner? I thought it would be Headlong. That sucks. This is bad. But let's go you. Yep. Now let's go. Man, I should have just gone Umbreon. This is bad. Let's go you. Bulk up. Yep. Agility. Oh no. Yeah, this is bad. We need to try and roar. Yeah, this is it, isn't it? Like an Ice Shard. Go for a couple of Ice Shards, I guess. Jet Punch. Yeah, I mean, this is over. That's unfortunate. Man. GG. That sucks. Yeah, I guess I really didn't think about setup Great Tusk. I just thought it would have to be defensive, but this is fair. Yeah, I just, like, it got in so early. That sucks. But, whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I could have done differently. I mean, Grass is tough, because then Palafin really can't touch it. I could have played around with Heatran, try to get more burns, and then set up with Latios. I think that was probably the move. But unfortunately, I let Heatran go down to a non-contact move. And then it got to set up again. I don't know if Umbreon... Would Umbreon have... would Umbreon have lived a +1 Earthquake? +1 Earthquake. When I was in, I had... where's it at? 74? +1. Oh, I would have lived. Man, I should have just trusted that. Because it definitely didn't have anything better. Yeah. Yeah, the move was to immediately Umbreon. Because then I could roar. And then it'd be no speed boost. So, like, something like Banded Palafin with Drain Punch can KO. Latios obviously revenges a little better. Superior revenges, yeah. So that was the play. Okay, but yeah. That's pretty bad loss, but I think outside of this, my plan was going okay. So that was unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? We will try to bounce back next week, so I will see you guys then.